Alrighty. Finally, I can delve into the story here. Let's see. So, from what I'm understanding, this was kind of hinted at from some stuff that I've seen recently. Because I know they mentioned, and I'm going to do an echo check right quick. Bump it up a little bit. Let's try that. So, the story mode is not exactly what I thought it was going to be. Though I did get a hint about this because I saw on a couple of Reddit posts, I think, and in somebody's Discord, I forgot who, where you play different team comps to unlock certain songs in the DJ station mode. So, alright, in that case, seeing that this story revolves around this little triplet here, I'm gonna play this triplet. Team GAW has the best ending. What's up, Johnny? I wonder what that ending is like. Since you showed up, I'm gonna play that one next after I do this hero team one. Since I know it's the main team. Do Team GAW. Hope you're doing alright, Johnny, man. You host by sound off regular competitions. Until then. I'm drawing a blank on that because I'm not good at reading calligraphy like that, but I'm pretty sure someone has alluded to this woman's name. Look at that mess. See, everybody got on my case about talking about how childish the rivalry between Kula and Angel are, like, how it is. And yet, you see them back there BSing, just like that. Not to mention Kula is a child. The cure to Maiden-kun's... Call them phones, like a nickname. He's entranced. Nah. I was gonna say the cure to freaking Maiden-kun's narcolepsy is light. Wonder the Athena in that billboard is the 14 model. I wouldn't put it past it. With the exception of Benny Maru, well actually, not really, it's a bunch of changes. I know the AOF team and the China team fought each other in the manga. I remember that. Because that's when Shune went God mode and freaking still jobbed out. The poor sod. Pow Pow Cafe.
The mightiest tiger with style to spare. He's got more moves than you can count. Robert Garcia.
Yes, more moves than you can count because they had him do it all in the trailer, while Rio didn't do jack squat. Trying to make Orlando Bloom look strong.
Ready? Go!
The cure for Maiden-kun is 1 hour with a hot woman. I wonder, like, if someone... I wonder how somebody be entranced with him. I'm just hitting them no overheads. Look at me. Sure you can. And another one. One more? No! regular handshake. It's supposed to be the Shune's handshake. No. See, the thing about Shune, I think you heard me say this, Johnny. If they would have had his color scheme look like this, I'd actually be fine with it. I see a lot of people that don't like the rolled up pants leg. I mean, to me, that's kind of whatever. It's just his color scheme. This color scheme is dope. And I sat there and just took that venom straight to the face. No, ma'am. How's this iteration of Shune? Is it good? As in, like, move? As in gameplay? Well, right now, this iteration is dead. Wonder how that fight would have gone if it happened in the manga. Because he kind of plays like I remember he played in KOF 14, except, you know, hey, no more locking stuff behind walls and crap. Picking out combos, god dang. Let me stop that. There's a follow-up after that I'm not doing. Alright. Okay, that's his overhead. Ah, no. God damn it, King. The messed up part is I'm not a good Benimaru. I don't know why I put him in anchor position. Because I thought it'd be a breeze. No, man. Ooh, his Shadow Strike isn't that good. All these people freaking... Get out of here.
This is match point for player one. Next time.
Shune's gameplay is very much the same as 14 from what I remember. Like, the only thing he got different was a different climax, and on top of that, the fact that stuff isn't locked behind freaking max mode anymore, which is cool. I literally was in Rufal Manga stream before I went live. Why'd I put him in anchor position? Why'd I put this fool in anchor position? Get off me. I might job in this first round. God damn it. That's an anti-air. He just took that to the face.
That was a nail biter. Keep an eye on this match.
Yeah, the only thing with Shune, like I said, he has a new climax. And really, like I said, not restricting his stuff to max mode makes him kind of threatening because you can do very big damage with him with very simple combos. Shune, that is. Speaking of, I'm putting you in anchor. Yeah, you do very big damage with Shune with very simple combos. Honestly, because people talk about like structuring your teams and everything, Shune I think is a good anchor. That's just my prediction. Rufal Manga became the video encyclopedia of KOF, and a good one too. And a good one. I was in his stream before I started this one just because. Now the only thing with Shune that kind of makes him like not a 5-star character in my opinion is just the whole thing with the air dashes. I still think if you just like play ground game with Shune, you'll still do well with him.
Ready? Go!
I'm just eating all the DPs because you don't expect to see me do DP. I've been playing against, like, I've been playing actual matches. That mess has lower body invincibility. Oh, I love this song. I just thought about something. That move. I don't know anything about structuring teams. I just play with the characters I like. Quite frankly, that's a good way to go about it. Unless, like, you know there's a character that you play that is very meter hungry, I'd say build your teams however you like. Like, almost any character I know I can play really well at, I can see him as an anchor. Rizzy will tell you straight up that he just freaking doesn't think about team structuring. Which I think is... overhead. Back up. No. Hold this. Hold this. Let me stop doing that. That's an anti-air. But it's almost kind of like you hear people asking about how to structure teams. Like, I see that comment so much when it comes to KOF streams or people talking about KOF. So that's a sign to me that there's a lot of new players coming in, which is a really good sign. Bare knuckle. No, I missed the juggle. I didn't want to lose him because I actually really enjoyed Majin Kun. That character's fun to play. But we got beat by the laughing dripster himself. Yeah. I cannot play Benimaru, which is messed up because Benimaru is like my personal demon. You play some streamers? Ah, he's a cripple after that. Okay. And he is a DP. There's a move I'm looking for, but doesn't matter. Oh, so you said 70% of streamers play awful. You mean like with this game or just in general? I know like with KOF is like it's the new kid on the block, so people are gonna be freaking feeling their way around. Even Roof was dropping combos. Like before I tuned in, put Benimaru up there. Cause I watched Roof in the lab for a bit. Then like just before the time struck when I told you all I was going live with it, he was dropping combos. But in general, I mean, I ain't that good, so I can't even talk. I appreciate y'all, like, you know, patting me on the shoulder, telling me not to take it so hard, but I didn't like that showing that I had with the last stream. I didn't like that. Like, I'm not saying like I gotta be godlike, but I want it to at least be good, you know? With this intro right here of Joe, I just hear the freaking theme song, like in his trailer where they played it. Like the mess syncs so well with him.
Round one, ready, go!
And he came out the gate with the auto on me. Don't tell me that anti-airs. So if I cripple him with that, just go for like a dragon kick or something. Okay, it's quarter circle back hit punch. Okay. See you next time. Dang, man. None of these special intros triggered yet. No profile that. No. Trying to go for a very cruddy freaking reset.
And we're tied up.
Mason Coons in second. And Michael Max back there. I'm pretty sure that's Michael Max.
Ready? Go!
That button over there freaking shuts down the doggone crack shoot. Is Broken Terry still broken? Probably, because I hear everybody just saying like he is busted, so you know what, I guess so. I have not played against that many Terrys, honestly, and I've played a load of hold on. Wait a minute. The mere thing with a boy falling asleep in this man's eyes has got him on edge. Even in All-Stars he broken. Dang. Heard we getting a Street Fighter crossover in KOF All-Star now. Yeah, I was asking for that one. Nope. Oh wow, just short. Mr. Shun. Get out of here.
That was a nail biter. Keep an eye on this matchup. Winner!
But yeah, I've been hearing nothing about. I haven't heard nothing but Terry hitting hard, and that is it. So I will say this: I did play against one Terry, and like, I literally went to the lab studying what I could punish him with like frickin' Luong, Shermie, and whatnot. Perfect channel for the heated clash of fiery wills. Reverse. So Ash Crimson wasn't forgotten after all. Cooperation. She just remembered that she's the freaking leader of the team.
イスラ、シュン、この世界を正常に戻すため、あなたたちの力、魂があれば必ず。
So I know one thing that's been a talking point for a while. People were hoping that. Hold on. Keep it the same. I saw some people that were hoping Dolores wasn't evil. And judging by that little bit of dialogue there, it would seem that Isla was the real protagonist of the game. I still stand by it. I mean, I don't think it's that often when the rival is cooler than the actual hero or whatnot. And I mean, you could put Isla on the cover of like KOF 15 and stuff and it will still sell. Yeah, it's 10 times more personality than Shune. Oh, absolutely.
Round one. Ready? Go!
Benny Maru. And this slapper of a theme song. Okay, so that, I don't know if that.
Player one takes an early lead.
Yeah, you could have put like somebody like Isla on the cover. You could put her in all the promotional material. It would still do well. Are auto combos useful? In my opinion, no. I don't know if you were there when I streamed the open beta 2 that one time. But I'm pretty sure it was a K-Dash player. A K-Dash player I was playing against had full meter, like he had max mode and everything. And I think I had like 50% of my health left. Dang it. Hold up. Just full life. Dang it. Him and freaking Chris sure love to doggone giggle. Yeah, save the meter for Shane. Yeah. But yeah, there was a K-Dash player that I was playing against, and I had 50% of my life left. He had a full 5 bars, he could have max moded and everything. He did an auto combo on me, and I had like 10% of my health left, and I stole the round. I'm like, that's why I can tell people this auto combo mess I don't think is nearly as big of a deal as it is, and I'm basically an old head if you want to talk about win or whatnot. Now, I have heard that there are certain combos that you can only do by using them, similar to Dragon Ball Fighters, but if you ask my personal opinion, are they useful? In terms of, like, competitive play, no.
Stand your ground. Ready? Go!
Just that mess. No, man. Ah, nice. Ooh. Alright. Drop it. Sad. To me, the idea of mixing auto combos with normal combos sounds very interesting. Yeah, that's something that you see in Dragon Ball Fighters a whole bunch. I used to think like auto combos in Dragon Ball Fighters were just ridiculously useless, But then when I started learning how to do advanced combos with certain characters, if you even look on like Dust Loop or whatever, you'll see that they're about, you know, using the auto combos. Yeah, like at Maximum Impact.
Which team will clinch their spot in the finals?
Because I feel like the combos that they're talking about are like, you know, if someone, I guess, uses their Shatter Strike or like gets a wall bounce off of something. I see a lot of people, they wish that they could have the option to cut like auto combos off, which, I mean, I get it, you know. I kind of get it. But at the same time, I think if you want auto combos out of something, you might want to like clean up your inputs. This man right here, this dude apparently is a big favorite right now. There we go. That kick right there is the one reason. No. Ah. That's why I was afraid of doing that. I was trying to do the command throw.
Clinches the first round. Round 2. Ready? Go!
Womp. In Maximum Impact, you can mix different patterns and stylish combos with supers, things like that. I wonder why Maximum Impact. I mean, I was gonna say why in the world was it so polarizing, but I mean, I guess I could see the hardcore fans not really liking certain elements of it, but I mean, it was okay. No. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. No. Wow. Nah, I should know better. Oh, come on. It's amazing how they have him show like one little move where he has a bit of life in him and he's like, oh no, I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired, sorry. Spear. Spear. Yeet. Ah, should have threw a pillow. Maximum Impact is polarizing because you can do a lot of things without the obnoxious pretzel inputs. Like, I get the sentiment for people that want games to, like, not get... Because I say this all the time. Well, I don't know if I said it on the channel. I do think there is a conversation to be had about... If they're putting Isla in front, I want to put Shune in front. They put old freaking Hydern up there. Whatever. But yeah, I was like... What was it? There is a conversation to be had about the casualization of fighting games. I think there is one. Absolutely. But I just feel like a lot of people that are trying to have the conversation are not good at having it. Like, they can't even make their point without stepping on anybody. And yeah, that's how the elite can be. I mean... You'll see the flash before you hear the pop. It reminds me of like people that got so upset about DNF Duel being on the same like stream schedule as freaking KOF 15, and it's like people talking about, oh, like, you know, they weren't gonna have anybody's full attention. I'm like, you're saying that like freaking all KOF fans like 15. There are some KOF fans that were not feeling 15. Figured, okay. I hate it when I don't whiff punish. Handshake. It throws me off, like, with the fact that we got the 14 theme in there, even though the 14 theme is actually pretty good. Here we go. Ooh, Shune got a bit of a tood. Ooh, we got a bit of a tood. They didn't play into any... Okay, Shune got a bit of a toot there. Ah, I forgot she has that break. The character's so cool, man. Oh, Major Command's on the side to her? Ain't you obsessed with my friend or something? Dang it. You stop doing that negative. Then again, I really don't take CPU battles very seriously. I just slug it out and shout. I got you in a minute, Johnny. I got you. Big Boss Lady D. Yeah. Man, grab. No. That was a luck of fools. I should have used my secret tech right there. I say jump.
これ
To me, this debate of I don't like auto combos is the way of the elite to not saying I want a new KOF, only if I can still be better than the rest if it's not too casual. I've always been of the belief that even with this game right here, people who are KOF elite, old heads, OGs, longtime players, whatever you want to call them, they're still gonna always excel. Like until they make auto combos literally like just instant kill. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Really? What is with just the freaking... What is with all the screaming of verse? So, I did stumble into a picture of the final boss there. And I remember seeing like what was on her face, the thing that looks like the mask. I literally thought that that phantom was an evil Isla, but I'm glad that it's not the case. I don't think so, if I'm interpreting this correctly. Kind of like a dormant force. It's so cool seeing freaking Meiten-kun show emotion there. What's up? What's up, Shun? Aww. True BFFs. Just sleepy. Just sleepy.
無駄よ。彼女が目覚めることはない。
She won't wake up.
イスラとあなたは
You and Isla are amplified bears are power to resonate with reverse.
特にイスラは人々の高ぶった思いを集め増幅することに秀でていた。
No!
だからイスラを輩出
That is how she amassed powers of medium in the process. Isla and reverse spirits became intertwined. Oh no, never mind.
なんだっていい。あいつを倒せばこいつは助かるのか。
おそらく今なら気はある。頼めるかしら、シュン。
頼まれなくてもやってやるよ。
I'm relieved that Dolores is not a heel.
エキシビションマッチってことで。
And Benny Maru's just being, God, really, man, as long as you get to show off, you're not going to get to show off with me at the helm. You're not going to. I don't know how to play you, dude. You've been my demon for the longest of time. All good Benny Marus literally freaking mop, sweep, wipe the floor with me, man.
Some kind of monster is attacking us. It's like verse.
I thought he was going to punch in something else after that. It's like verse. Only it's kind of hot. I'm so terrible. I'm so terrible, man. I love the way the arena looks here.
Round 1. Ready? Go!
Alright. Oh, shoot. Oh, great. Here's Lady Macaulay. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, son. Alright. You gotta be joking me. Alright, fine. Dead. No? Why am I giving the CPU so much credit? Dang it! Ooh. I thought I was grass. I know you can change the type of... Yeah, I think like... But the weirdest thing about this announcer is they say this is the hype one. He sounds like a parody of like the one freaking announcer from Dragon Ball almost. He has like that squeaky voice. And he's talking like this. He's trying to make sure everything gets punched in. Otoma Raga. Otoma Raga. Okay, she's not dead. She's not dead. So that's who Onyx named himself after. Oh shoot, it's a freaking Rocky Dolores. Co-annihilation between... No! They kinda sorta like gave him some gall. Shune, that is. I just wish this was more like more cinematically driven as opposed to just being kind of like arcade scene. What are you talking about? The protagonist cannot die. Well, I mean, I played this game called Danganronpa when that kinda sorta happened. I saw that comment before you retracted it there. There's very much brotherly love between those two. Alright, time to relive these horror stories. Really? Okay, fine. Take this. I can do that too, you know. I can spam too. Oh. What the? It was a miracle I dodged that. Alright, I don't think I need to get anywhere close to her, so it's time to play lane. Yeah. Okay. An exciting bout from round one. Was that a parry? What's up, Gran? This is not gonna be good. Okay, so no lunge punches, no lunge punches, no lunge punches, no lunge punches, no lunge punches. Back up, back up, back up. No. What the? That was stupid. No! You gotta be joking me, man. Okay, fine. I was warned about this boss a while before, so... Alright, Schoenmeister, it's on you, dude. God dang it, man. Oh! That was a luck of fools. But I bet you it's not gonna kill because of DR. Yup. DR. Oh, I was able to block that. Oh, come on. No. This isn't good. No. What the? Nope. Ah, freaking parry. That's a parry. Okay.
If you want to know how to win, this is the person to ask.
Alright, that phrase does not go well when you're talking about an SNK boss. Obviously, you would consult an SNK boss when it comes to that. I don't want any service. We got this. I just gotta make sure the second character doesn't die. Has really cool design. Honestly, one of the best bosses we've got in recent KOFs. Absolutely. I like this. I love this design. This design. Excuse me. Let me hydrate. There we go. So is she unlockable? Or is the one character picture way off to the side not an unlockable final boss? Then again, you know what? I feel like it might be a little unnecessary having... What the? Alright, stay grounded. Never mind. I hope that wasn't... I hope that's not a command grab. Oh, come on. Okay, that must have been a command grab. The first one, not that one. I'm sorry, I cannot play Benimaru, so... Alright. Since we know she's gonna go Berserko Blastorama mode, we gotta be lame. And just as I say that, I get punished for it. No mix. Is that unblockable? No! Leave me alone! Overhead. Careful. Wow. No, sadly none of them are, which reverse was at least unlocked. You say which or wish? Alright. Get back. Get back. I know you reading my inputs. I ain't stupid. Okay. Back up. No, man. Back off. We are about to have the same amount of health coming up. Knockback. I'm glad that didn't damage me. That was supposed to be a climax. No! That's heartbreaking. No!
They absolutely wrecked their opponent in that match. Winner!
When I did that one super there in the corner, that was supposed to be a climax. That was supposed to be a climax. Alright, so... Alright, okay. I just wish I didn't have Benimaru, but... Aside from, like, unlocking... What is it? Alternate endings and music. You have to play, like, certain team comps. Plus, I just want to see, since this is the main team... Their story, their story is probably the canon one. Back up. I'm not going anywhere near her anymore. Back off. Back off. Whatever. Dang it. I thought a freaking... Okay, so I can interrupt that. Cool. This character reminds me of Hilda from Uniel. Alright, pillow time. Let me not do that again. Come and get clipped for it, I'll bet.
A lot of team stories are canon in this game, some even completed.
Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so that's good. Leave me alone. No. No! What? Okay, fine. So guard cancel rolls are key in this? Okay. And this is where the tomfoolery begins. You gotta be joking me.
This competitor is too strong. Can anyone stop them?
I don't want to like use any assistance. I can do this there. Okay. It's just Benimaru. Let me just freaking throw the freaking projectiles with him. I'll tell you what that was. It was called getting Saitama by crystals. One punch, well, one crystal in death.
Ready?
You gotta be joking. Okay, so that has only so much range on it. Alright. It's that right there that is full screen. So I'm guessing if I'm full screen, she throws it, duck. There's no negative penalties in here after playing so much Strive, so I'm happy about that. Alright. Build meter. No! Block that. 2 hits. I'll take it. Even though I'm looking right at that magical pixel and I'm like, what is that HP over there? What is that HP?
Reach for the top. Ready? Go!
Bar knuckle! I'm glad that knockback doesn't damage me. Alright. Ooh, I blocked that one. Dude. Punish. Yeah, our defense is just getting godlike now. Let me wait. I thought something stupid's gonna happen. Nope. Bro, come on, I'm about to say. Not even a magical pixel, it's just silliness. Or did the game purposely do that just because you wanted me to finish it with Shune because something's about to go down? Is that really what's going on? This is why I don't like CPU battles. So what's about to go down here? This anime nonsense that freaking article was talking about. If legends are true, we are observing the complete nothingness. A void that nullifies even time and space. Whoa! Aww. Aww, shoot. You be shut up. No! Oh, Amanda's back. It is a love story. Let me shut. I was trying to resist saying that. Oh shoot! That's number 8. Everyone? Where's Shun? Where he at? There he is. Shune's a KOF champion. He's a KOF champion. Oh, he took out the headphones. He's a KOF champion. Oh, Team Hero. I see. So that's what happened. It would seem my hunch was right on the money. At any rate, your disciples really killed it out there. Shune learned how to master his power, and even Meiton managed to stay awake for once. Yeah, I'm totally wide awake right now. Is it just me, or do you look like you're still in, you guys go on, so, I'm grateful to both of you and Meiton. Sorry for making you guys go through all that trouble. And you, Grandpa, sorry to make you worry. I'm glad I got to fight with you and Benimaru. Well, I see you grown into a spirit as well. Look at you being all honest with your feelings. Pretty cute, unlike a certain someone I know. Ain't that right, Shuni? Now I regret saying anything. I believe I can tell you now, my boy. The truth of how you came to be in my charge. Oh. That. Shune, you were born in a mountain village far from here. While far from luxurious, the people's lives were blessed with happiness and harmony. His freaking hair was green naturally. In this village, a young couple brought you into this world. When you were a mere sprout of 2 years old, your tantrums would cause bizarre events to unfold. Walls would crack, furniture would fall over on its own. Livestock would bark and children bawled in your presence. In the end, even you destroyed the very home. Oh, shoot! Caught wind of the rumors and appreciate you troubled. Now I can't even dub it anymore because I was like kind of taken aback by that. And thus I took you in. But Grandpa, you said I had been abandoned. He lied to you just like freaking SNK lied to us about K4. Told you at tender age to start wanting to see your parents, and that I could not allow. I know the kindness in your heart. Learning that you had brought harm to them would have thrown your heart into chaos. That too I could not allow. So that's how it is. But hey, he should be able to visit his folks now, right? I bet they'd be thrilled to see him. Oh, you're looking sad now. I don't even know what I'd say to them. still have a long way to go before I'll allow myself to see them. Oh, God. Besides, there's something I have to do first.
Oh, and what is that?
Grandpa, I was thinking of traveling the world with Mayton. Just the two of us. Really, man? I'm just looking at Mayton Ku's face. You have been someone's always looking out for us. We gotta learn how to stand on our own 2 feet. Unbreakable duo, man.
My disciples, how much you've grown. So when will you make your departure?
Within the next 5 minutes. After a good night's sleep. Come on, Mayton. We're never gonna get out of here at this rate. I think we should go right away. Of course they were. Of course they were gonna go.
So sudden. Then again, that's exactly what I would expect from you two. Very well. I'll say no more on the matter. Collect your things, young ones.
Thanks, Gramps. First, we'll travel around Japan and meet all the fighters we can. AKA about maybe a quarter of the KOF freaking cast. World's way bigger than that, you know. Shunei, Mayton, go out there and burn the whole damn thing into your memories.
Oh, I believe this will be a fine journey indeed. Shunei, Mayton-kun, you become so strong, I hardly recognize you. Taking all the world has to show you, and return to me safe and sound.
Thus the setup for KOF 16. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. I'm satisfied. What y'all saying in the chat? Naruto Sasuke. And Benny Mara still the champion of champions. Yep, that was number 8. That was number 8. Why you dub him like that turtle from Kung Fu Panda? I thought you might have said the turtle from the turtle master other guy, but you get it. Godlike tongue voice. Thanks. I lied, nerd. So his hair was naturally green when he was born. His hair was naturally green. But then again, you saw, like, I'm guessing who we saw there were his parents. Like, instead of a redhead stepchild, it's a green-haired stepchild. So, I'm just saying, like, looking at that right there, he had some freaky work of fiction about him when it's like you got all these people around you with being brunettes, and then he grows up and he got green hair. They had Shunei show a little bit of character in here. I just kind of wish the story was a lot more cinematically driven. Like, for instance, I know people might have not liked this, but I would like it more if you just pick your characters and the chapter based on the team you picked. At the same time, though, it does, you know, give people incentive when it comes to unlocking. I think you have to play certain teams to unlock stuff in the DJ station. Games and the protagonist doesn't do anything. This wasn't the coming out party that I was hoping Shunei would have. He had a nice little, he showed a little bit of some character there, but it wasn't like anything expectation shattering, I guess to put it. This OST is really good. I was told I can skip through the credits. There's going to be a post scene. Where did they land? Where was that? They go straight to Japan? 2 games and the protagonist doesn't do anything. My bad. I wish it was like 13 with different routes and preset teams, except with these kind of cutscenes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Honestly, they could have brought that back. Because, I mean, it was nice, the art style they had for 13. It was alright in some aspects there. And me being a big visual novel fan, I could appreciate the visual novel, like, elements of it. But if they would have done that with, like, this cutscenes from here, then I would actually be a lot more pleased with it. Like I said, once again, like I said in my video critiquing the roster, it's fine. That's all it is. It's fine. I just want to know where they ended up. Like, was that Japan? Was it... I'm pretty sure there was something I overlooked there. Alright, by request of Mr. Johnny himself, he mentioned Team Gaw. Team Gaw. Featuring Billy Graham, maskless tiger mask. I love this color right here for Ramon, by the way. And the man formerly known as Long Island Tizzy T. My bad. My bad, I didn't get the Barney color, my bad. I'm waiting for somebody to mod that now that the PC version is out now. So I guess whenever I stream here on like on YouTube with y'all, if I ever play KOD, I gotta play the Barney color.
Select order.
I didn't slide through anything important, did I? Because it was going to replay the same exact scenes, right? Because of... I didn't skip over anything, did I, Johnny? Because if I did, then I will go back and redo this and I'll pick the Barney color. Did I miss anything? Because I don't want to skip any cutscenes. Okay, cool. Alright. I don't want to skip any cutscenes. Ramon's going in front because I can't play him all that well. It's a toss-up between KOD and Antonov. So, Benny Maru is a 8-time KOF champion, and would you know, Shune and Meiton Kun officially have more KOF victories than Ash Crimson. Oh, stop. Only the ending is different, everything's the same. Okay, cool. So we just slide through everything. Even though I do like the little intros they do for like the story and all that.
Is here to dish out justice. Catch hands with the phantom that resides within. Round 1. Ready? Go!
Alright. Let me stop. I cannot play freaking Ramon. Tiger Rock! Yeek! 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 Get off me. Skip the cutscenes on those. Okay, cool. Any special ones, I'll stop for them. I'll be surprised if anybody on this team interacts with anybody on that team. Wow. This man. That freaking smile he has on his face. He looking like he just freaking saw Vanessa like right there in front of him. He just looking like he just saw Vanessa right there.
Burn to fight. Ready? Go!
I really hope like SBC or CVS 3 happens, like SBC 2, because I want to see an El Fuerte versus Ramon match. I want to see that match. Just have them ripping and running all over the place. Alright, Billy Graham. Man, he just came in here with... belly to belly suplex. That has armor, doesn't it?
The goddess of victory smiles upon the winner. Winner!
I wonder if he's getting hyped like that because he beat a freaking now 8-time champion. Funny thing, an SFK crossover is actually happening in a mobile game. Yeah, I saw that because I think Onyx had talked about it. Street Fighter, they're coming to KOF All Stars, right?
Your next challenger is
I saw some people were thinking that's a sign that the relationship with Capcom and SNK is getting better, which will make CVS 3 a thing. I don't know about that. I would say small steps do kind of lead to bigger ones, I guess. I think SNK versus Arxis will be better than the CVS 3. I'd be down for that too. I'm with you on that. I want to see like a different crossover, even though... Hold on.
Because she'll whip you and whip you good.
She'll whip you and whip you good.
Round one. Ready? Go!
This man freaking put all the freaking kinkiness in that mess. All of it. Hey, you're not Vanessa. Only Vanessa can do that to me. It's gonna hurt. You whip you and whip you good. I'm totally not saying that to be like into any weird stuff, like I ain't weird, nothing like that, but I mean, look at it. Don't you see the whip? This man, this fool. I don't use my throwbacks, do I? Man got a freaking Ric Flair chop. Are you just gonna let me do this? Never mind, there's the answer. Gut punch.
Both point characters are knocked out.
That man looks so disinterested then. Kay is like, oh my god, another one. Oh god, another one. Why, dude? You will get command grab though, dude. With your bad attitude. Whoa! Oh, the Shadow Strike. What up, Kamen Rider? Antonov is so huge. Tell you, man, he is freaking Billy Graham on some mess. Speaking of big bodies, weak, weak.
Ready? Go!
Should have seen that coming. You will get command grab though. I still love Ruffelmonger, but boy, I did not like this character. Ah.
Only their anchor remains.
The little neon lights on Maxima is cool, but still, I could have done without a Maxima on the roster, but it's whatever. There's 38 other characters I don't mind on here. You will get command grab though. With punish him! With punish him! Yes! I'm glad they upgraded that climax. Like, I was watching Maximilian just because my friend was like talking about his videos where he rates the supers or whatever, and I was watching him rate the KOF 14 supers. Looking back at Dinosaur's freaking KOF 14 climax, it looks so corny now. This one is so godlike. It is so good. You kidding me? Kidding me, man? Are you joking me? Seriously? Y'all are not gonna get me defending Maxima at all. Y'all should know this by now. Y'all know I'm not gonna defend that character. A lot of people I know didn't like his face on 15 or something. I was just like, I just don't like him here. I don't like Maxima. I don't. The Hyper Galaxy Ring. Okay, so that was...
Watch out, humans. Dinosaurs aren't extinct yet. Love dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs are not extinct yet.
Ready? Go!
This announcer is like a little bit of volume away from being like that freaking one announcer from that one fighting game. It's like some anime fighter or something where the dude was like going nuts. I forgot what the name of that game is, but it was some anime fighter with like the trailer. This announcer was on some freaking energy drinks or some mess. Ah, I should know better. No. Ah. Yeah, Phantom Omnia. There we go. Thank you, Gran. That right there. That might. Because Onyx sent me that, and I'm like, is this a parody? Is this a parody? Is Phantom Omnia out now? Because I might be mistaken. I thought somebody was playing that on Steam last week. Alright, hold up. What's his... I know it's the follow-ups for that. There are follow-ups for that. Flying body attack. Okay, so do another flying body attack and you pick them up. Okay, cool. Alright. So just do it again. That moment where you look at the command list, and then once you unpause, they knock the character down, so you'll have to wait till the next game to do it. Isn't that funny? The announcer's the best thing to come out of that game? Oh no, that's not good. Make a note of that. What up? Ah, too short. No! Dang it. Come here. Ah, that doesn't have invincibility, okay. That caught me off guard because I saw J.M. Crofts do that same exact thing, but his command throw didn't land.
Ready, go!
Dead. Okay, no. Ah, that mess. That crossover. Alright, Arnold. Reminds me of the announcer from Dragon Ball Tournament, not DBZ Dragon Ball. Did they have corny lines talking about freaking dinosaurs and extinct and she'll whip you good? Alright. He's on to me. There we go. It's so crazy because, like, he's just flexing and just throwing his back at you, but, like, if someone his size did that, I'd like to think it would hurt. Can slide right over this. You had a dinosaur in that tournament too.
Your next challenger is Team Ash.
And I do give them credit for like acknowledging the team by name. Like, I do like how the announcer is acknowledging certain things, so that's good too. Like I said, the story really didn't live up to the expectations that I had for it, which was for it to be like a little bit more cinematic, but the presentation is a step up from previous games, so I will give it that.
Don't forget to bow in her presence. Those who forget their manners may be subject to a beating. Elizabeth Blantorch.
Oh, this man is freaking... this man in his ad-libs.
Round one. Ready?
Make Antonov fight Kukri? I actually know what you're talking about. Onyx sent me that then. I think he called Antonov a boomer or something. But it'll probably happen that way because I know Ramon ain't lasting long. Did he call him a boomer or something? No! No, I missed! Too early. Whoop. 2. Ah, I missed that. Where you going, city girl?
Player one takes an early lead.
Not to mention that was his old boss. Antonov is when it comes to Kukri. That was his old boss. I'll do it though. I'll do it for the stream. Come on, Ash, kill me. Come on, Ash, kill me. Kill me. The boot. He gave him the boot. I do miss Mion. Ah. Ah. Should have known better.
Showing their resilience here.
Alright, Kukri, time for you to like relive that what I think was one of his most edgiest and most darkest threats in KOF 14. Fill his mask with sand. That is the reason right there why I think auto combos are not all that much of a threat. With somebody with some know-how, I'm gonna put some damage on you though. I'm gonna put some damage on you though.
Player 2 has victory in their sights.
The same pose he got stuck in when freaking Dolores petrified him. Oh, Sylvie got a name check.
貴様らのような個人情報をばらまく自己顕示欲の塊と一緒にするな。情報社会において痕跡を残すのはグーの骨頂。つまり俺が連絡先を隠すのは自己防衛だ。未だにメアドなどというインターネット用紙に原始人扱いされる言われはない。
You dumb boomer. Do you remember Duel Masters? I do. I never got into it though. Where you teleport to? Right there. I love how he gets like a freaking jingle when he freaking does his climax. Yeah, hope you're having fun, Chris. I am, Kaiden. What's up? Just finished watching Kukri call freaking Antonov a dumb boomer. And the way they had him talking in that cutscene kind of makes some of the style of his, what was I thinking about? The answers he gave in his interview when he was running his mouth like crazy, seeing how Kukri was talking, it makes sense now. Because that man literally ran, that man just, he was talking about 500 words a minute. Like, were you that mad at Antonov? You left him. That man was probably trying to make sure he paid you. Plus, Johnny wants me to see. He said GAW team got one of the best endings, and I want to see it. Oh, Bedman. Oh, Bedman was a king of that. Bedman, freaking Rufus. That'd be something else. Well, Kukri was a man of few words in 14 then. Oh shoot. I cannot play freaking Ramon. I'm literally just trolling with this character. That's all freaking. Ramon fans might not like me, but this character's a troll character. He has to be. The contrast. You got too close there, boss lady. Does anybody on this team interact with this?
Player 2 won't give up that easy.
That color is so sick on Ramon. Man, call this dude a dumb boomer. God damn. But as Kai did mention, he has nothing on what you call. He has nothing on Bedman and freaking Rufus. No, freaking rogue paint can. Yep, he was rude, foul-mouthed, and very simple. Either that or very edgy. Like I said, one of his threats in freaking KOF 14 was literally stuffing freaking KOD's mask with sand. Which it might sound like something some little freaking toddler said, but this person's talking about suffocating somebody.
Is this fight already over? Viva Mexico!
They started making him talk like that ever since Heroines. I mean, makes sense seeing that was, but not like the more comical kukri, which is why people said they kind of sort of incorporated both of them. Ah, this fool. Paris, we are here to bring the contract. Got hiding over here rocking with this team and the music playing in the back, and they're like, this freaking hippie hop music. Boom. Ramon players would scare the crap out of me doing that crap. Like every time I see Ramon players do that, it's like something stupid is gonna happen. Moonslash.
Not going down without a fight.
Talking fast a lot, yeah, but got what you mean. Looking forward to CyberConnect 2's new anime game. I'm not familiar with it. Maybe it's a fossil. Stinger. Stinger. There was no reason for me to do that. Come here. Ah, I thought I rolled behind him. Glass break or fourth wall break. I just love how they designed KOD. It's like, if you're hip to like Garu and the storyline and everything, even with the change in persona, you can still tell it's probably Tizok. It's just Tizok now is trying to be edgy and trying to be intimidating. Said they were going to reveal it in February. Ooh. I'm going to be too preoccupied with KOF 15 to look at anything else, honestly. One of my friends literally showed me this weird looking JRPG visual novel thing where I'm just like, why did you have to show me this?
The stars of the show are all here.
Like really, this year so far, it was this game and DNF Duel that I've been hyped for. It's only those two games. I know a lot of my friends give me crap like, why is it always the fighting games? I'm like, well, it's because that's what I grew up loving. You said it was going to explode the internet. I keep getting thrown off when they do the freaking KOF 14 theme music. It's a good theme song, don't get me wrong, but like it keeps throwing me off. The bluest and the blondest of Marys. Ah, that mess. Ooh, that was slick. Slicer. You German suplexed me? You infringing upon my craft, woman? Hopefully the Capcom countdown is going to be Street Fighter 6. I'm kind of bummed out with Capcom and Street Fighter at this point. Like, I know Street Fighter is Capcom's baby when it comes to like fighting games, but I just need something different. But hey, if this Street Fighter 6 was good, I mean, I'll take back what I said. Watch out, Mary. You beat up on Antonov like he's gonna sign you. The low budget crossover arena fighter ain't coming. Come on, man. Yeah, I don't get that. People say that they're in the Pacific Everything RPG, so it's like you're one to talk. I mean, everybody got their taste. I mean, I'll try other stuff. Don't get me wrong. This Miss Vinny V over here is the character I've been labbing the most. I forgot how fun she is. This character is so fun. I forgot my Antonov combos from the beta. There we go. I wonder what a Capcom All-Stars would look like. And then I know there's that whole thing about them saying like it's gonna be Luke and all that. I love that conspiracy theory somebody said talking about Luke was gifted to Capcom from the Kinesike. Dang it. I've been avoiding the interactions until like I got to the stream today, but now that I'm kind of seeing some of them, I will definitely be looking at them. Like I said, I'm glad they had people interacting in here. That's good. The story mode wasn't what I was hoping for, but I will at least say the presentation is a step above 14. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. They ain't even canon. Not even canon. And with the unique special team endings, I know, didn't they mention you unlock stuff from like the DJ station by doing that? Which I think that's cool too. If you really like love KOF and all that, you interact with a KOF fan, you know they're going to be trying to grind out to get these songs. The unlockables, you know they're going to do it. I don't know what the people at Inverse are thinking, but I'll save that for when that time comes.
Round one. Ready? Go.
I'm gonna save that for later. Ah, it's freaking this DP quads. Man, this is Nakali on that freaking really nasty, gnarly stuff. Ah. Don't make me do this to you. Nakati. So I'm now wondering, if they're not unlockables, then what is up with that one random little picture over there in the upper right-hand corner of the select screen? What's up with that? If there are no unlockables. Man, Ramon buying a little too much to his own stuff. You do realize that's an evil entity. Otomoraga. I would ask why Otomoraga wasn't like unlockable, but then again, I think I might be asking for something that's near blasphemy at this point. This is the anime nonsense that Inverse was talking about, I guess. No longer is SNK worried about taking down evil crime lords like Geese Howard. We're going anime with it. KOF. SNK. A company whose characters totally were never inspired by anime and manga to begin with. Oh, no, 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 no.
The goddess of truth, Otomoraga, stands in the way.
Why did he sound so scared when he was announcing Reverse, but then it's almost like he knew who this is? First bot of the day. Out of here.
Round one. Ready? Go!
Oh, so I can throw her. Naturally, bosses have that freaking perk where it's like, you can't throw me. I'm the boss here. Let me just use him to build meter. You gotta be joking me.
KO! And player 2 clinches the first round.
Single spot is most likely for a single entry DLC. A lot of characters, pairs I didn't expect to set special endings. Well, these characters have been interacting for a minute. I mean, when you can have everyone have unique dialogues in 13, you can pull something like that for this game here. It's ridiculous. Really? He even beat out one of her EX moves. What the... I swear I'm not becoming a Ramon main. I swear I'm not. I'm not. Character is troll bait. Oh, the messed up part was I was going for a climax myself. Yeah, I think it'd be best to leave this one on the cutting room floor.
Ready? Go!
It's the Team GAW team that freaking makes it easy to take down freaking Otomoraga. It's the freaking GAW team. He tries so hard to be intimidating and I love it. Now we're gonna see a scene of freaking Antonov reaching out and trying to save KOD. Of course we're not. Of course not. Okay. Golden Heroes of Siberia. GAW forever. Ah, you really won? You guys are amazing. You even got like the gear on. You really are a champion. No way we lose to achievement. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, this is reminding me of already. It's reminding me of Hercule almost. Goku's not a magician, he's a fighter. He uses a bunch of light tricks to try to pull. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. He's a magician, not a fighter, who uses a bunch of light tricks to fool people. In the days after the boss, I ran off to the night. Yakko had Moscow's back alleys. Uh-oh. Never thought a single phone would call. This is not gonna come back. He's even regained the title of champion. This is a dream come true. Yeah, now don't throw things portion. You know more than anyone that something like that wouldn't finish me. Really? Really, dude? Take it back, the championship was never Wait a minute, what? This is only the beginning of the GAW legend. I expect big things from you all. So he's really building a brand. Yes. He's really into the dinosaur moves. Oh, boss! Oh my god. After this, the charisma exhibited by Antonov knew no bounds, sometimes building his enterprise with strong arm tactics, sometimes taking apart in matches personally. This man got freaking my wrestling. He even got freaking Shohayate in there. Sylvie's over here. Mion is there. He even brought back Raiden. What the world? Antonov should host the next KOF tournament. That way we bring back a whole bunch of these characters. Within GAW, better compatible. Maintain a rule. Particular note: a star captivating audiences with high-flying lucha libre acrobatics. But at the height of their popularity, Ramon's veritable partner in crime, the King of Dinosaurs, suddenly vanished. No. No. Is he going? It's Long Island Tizzy T! Tizok is back! Yo! He should have did this earlier though, man. And I like KOD, man, but come on, bro. 60? Trusted Grass subsequent travel the Zarina! Brought across the globe and built private nature reserves. Because he got hit with that nut kick. Earning praise from world leaders for his achievements and putting the name of Antonov into textbooks. He's literally Hercule. They put Hercule in the textbooks like in school. He's a cooler Hercule, I guess. What you up to, Yakov? Ah, ha, ha. Well, got the dinosaur up there, man. The dinosaur's gone, man. It's Long Island Tizzy T, man. It's Long Island Tizzy T. Yeah, that right there so far is my favorite ending. That one's so far my favorite. Yeah. Yeah, you were right, Johnny. I enjoyed that, but the messed up part about it is I can see a lot of people getting upset with these cameos of certain characters, whether it's Zarina, whether it's Sylvie, whether it's like Shohayate, whoever it might be, but you know. Antonov should host the next KOF, man. He really should. He should host the next KOF. Long Island TZT. Long Island Tizzy T-Zock is back. Now watch somebody mod that mess. Somebody's gonna mod that with the freaking PC version too. So between Spike Chunsoft, CyberConnect, and Dimps, which one's the best at making anime games? I guess my love for Danganronpa has me leaning more towards Spike Chunsoft, but you know. Oh shoot, hold up. Post credits. Post credits. post credits, post credits, post credits, post credits. It's like Marvel. I love that song, but give me the post credit scene. Oh no. Oh no. The music, the noise.
本当にこの社長についてって大丈夫？
He's the president. Like, not even like he had to be like he's a politician now then, because I mean he owns GAW, so it's not like that. He's the actual Antonoff for president. Oh man. Long Island T. Don't ask why I call him that. I know freaking Tizok. I don't think he's from Long Island. Whew, man. That was so good. I'm pretty cool on ending it on that note right there. That right there is the best ending that I've seen thus far. Freaking Daydream. Don't you just hate those storylines, man? Don't you just hate it? Not really. This was actually fun. This was actually really funny. Good old SNK swerving. You learn to love it or you learn to loathe it. At this point, what's up Loki? At this point I can already say that KOF 15 is a modern masterpiece. I'm loving the game. I'm loving it. Let me stop alluding to freaking Inverse and save the roasting for whenever that comes around. I was so excited when I first saw this, man. You mean Antonov? He deserves to have an award. I mean, I know, like, I'm not big on award shows. Like, they're not as fun to me anymore as they used to be. But I'm just saying, come next time with the next year, next Game Awards or whatever, when it comes to Best Fighting Game, I mean, oh yeah, the end for the post credits. Okay, got you. But yeah, I think the pool for the, Best Fighting Game is kind of thin now. I mean, you ask me, it's really gonna come down to KOF 15 and freaking DNF Duel. I don't think much of anything else is coming out there that they might acknowledge. If they acknowledge indie games like Blazing Strike, which I'm still looking forward to as well, that'll surprise me. Because y'all saw how thin the fighting game category was last year. Not this past year, but last year. It was Strive, and you had the freaking Demon Slayer game in there, which was almost like grasping for straws. Virtua Fighter in there was basically a re-release. Like, it was swerved towards Strive so heavily. But yeah, it's gonna be between KOF 15 and DNF Duel whenever they do like awards for Best Fighting Game at this point. It's gotta be one of those two. It has to be one of those two. It's gotta be one of those two. Oh man. But I am enjoying it. The game is great. I just think the only, y'all are getting like an early snippet or early idea of like what I might say in my review. I just wish there was more single player content. Hush, alarm, hush. I just wish there was more like single player content there. Like, I know I'm a competitive player, but the casuals, they matter. Casuals are the reason why Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, all these games that are pretty much household names when it comes to fighting games, it's because casuals. But at the same time, I do give SNK credit that there's more incentive to play story more so now, because you have to like unlock all the unique endings. You have to unlock the music in the DJ station, right? Let's look at DJ station. I'm about to cut stream after this. Look at DJ station. I have not looked at this feature one time because I thought you had to unlock stuff.
Looking for a trip down memory lane? SNK DJ Station delivers all the best tunes straight from Osaka.
Well, thank you for the very, very, very savvy introduction there. Lucky for you all, I got to play it. Believe me, all of them doing is scrolling through Twitter, seeing what all people have been up to, and all of them are literally having fun playing 15. By the way, Kamen Rider, I have it on PlayStation 4. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy for them who got a chance to play them. It's just that I'm kind of jealous. I feel you. When Mortal Kombat X came out, I did not have like the console for it, and I was really hyped to play that game. So for the longest time with Mortal Kombat X, I was basically camping around playing on my friends' consoles whenever they had it, so I could feel your pain there. So Rebirth got freaking The only reason I regret not getting the deluxe edition is just because I wanted the soundtrack. Because I don't think SNK is gonna put it on freaking Spotify. I'll be surprised. You can try the not so exciting. I don't see what the difference is. Sure, why not? Options, sound, exciting, standard. They should have it to where, and I know this might be kind of a bit of an anime cliche, but not for everybody, but they should have it to where you have characters doing like the announcer packs and everything.
DJ Station. What kind of track are you in the mood for today? Customize your tunes freely with SNK.
Is that the same one? Let me go to a match. I think that was the same one. He just said something different. I'm just gonna like freaking pick any old team. I'm not gonna like play arcade. I just want to hear like a difference. You know what? Cool. It even gave me the freaking I think it gave me the Terry, what you call?
Select order.
They even gave me like the bonus. Let's see. Have you unlocked any of the soundtracks? I don't think I have.
One team can stand above the rest.
Sounds about the same. Let me see something. Pay for a Kukui commentary. They can make references to when he was basically running the show in SNK Heroines. Let it play out.
Don't let his innocent smile fool you.
Oh!
Destroy you before you can blink. Chris.
Oh! So like the standard announcer, he has like a lower voice. He's talking like this, you know. Instead of like, you know, hey, you know, I'm trying to make everything pop sounding like the Dragon Ball guy during the Hercule tournaments. Remember when he kept freaking saying stuff? Hercule rules! But no, this was like, yeah, you see? I don't need to be loud. I don't need to be loud. I mean, he getting a little bit of spunk right when he does that right there. You like this one better? I like that one too. Dang it. Barnacle. 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 I don't need to know. Listen to some. What's up, Damon? I don't know if it's better, but it isn't bad. Yeah, I like it too. I like it. I mean, after that one announcer, that Phantom Breaker mess, there's a such thing as putting a little too much hype on there. That counts because he's in the air when he does the burn knuckle. That counts. Pleasure to my ears. As a Shermie main, let me make a mental note of that. When he throws out wild freaking bird knuckles, I can freaking grab him. Been listening to some of the recent KOF soundtracks like 03, 11, and 12. A lot of bangers. 13 is really good too. I don't like the over-romanticizing of KOF 13. Like, I don't think the game is bad, but I feel like it's overrated in some aspects. But almost in every KOF game, I don't think the music's ever been bad. You've had like good soundtracks and you've had decent ones. It's almost like the Sonic games. Like, the Sonic games have varied in quality over the years. No, ma'am. But yeah, 13's soundtrack is like one of its untouchable elements. The things that I think are untouchable about KOF 13: the soundtrack, the background designs, like on the stages, the energy, like attacks and everything, like the attack animations and designs, and that's really it. Like, netcode obviously sucked, but around that time, you know, the rollback movement wasn't even going anywhere. The sprites, for me, people think like the sprites for all the characters were good. For me, it's hit and miss. Oh, I get it. So when you pick random team, it gives you a... Okay. I thought it was like it would just give me a random team and it's that team for the rest of the freaking, what you call it.
Next challenger is Team K-Dash.
Any guys, DLC ideas? Would really love to see Team Savage Rain. See, I felt like they missed an opportunity with freaking Ryo, because y'all remember, Sho Hayate was one of the people that can sometimes be in the Kyokugen Ryu dojo. I don't know why they didn't play into that. Hold up, let me see. Listen to what this this normal...
Her sadist demeanor ain't for show, because she'll whip you and whip you good.
That line, I don't care which announcer it is, that line is still giggle worthy to me. But I guess maybe since he wasn't as loud, it didn't make it as silly, I guess. Okay. Making sure I was... You mentioned the whipping, but you didn't say anything about stomping. Ah! That line is so freaking giggle worthy. Yeah, I agree, some of the characters look weird. Yeah, they do. Like, I don't... Like, I get Clark and Ralph are big dudes, man, but why they looking like they freaking, I don't know, made arm, like, it looks like they made, like, leg warmers filled with potatoes and wore them on their arms instead. Like, that mess was just weird. That mess is weird. Okay, making sure I was doing that right. I knew it was forward and kick. Dang it. No, sir. No! You destroyed my input. Wow. Enjoying this game so far. Kind of bummed there's no survival mode. They should have put that in there. I don't get why they took that out, but they did it. What you doing? Gonna main whip Elizabeth. with an Izzy. Not a bad team. Terry. 13 is the game that started the overly buff Rio trend in KOF. Yeah, because they juiced him up in this game too, which is kind of funny. Like, Rio looks like he's about to just like he didn't have a neck almost. I should know better than to get freaking capped by that mess. Suplex City. I was asking for that one. Get out of here. Oh, redhead Rio. Imagine sitting beside you and also playing KOF. I'd be honored. Well, thank you. Even though I've lost my mojo since I've been playing like the first couple betas. I know Johnny's probably upset at me burying myself, but I just didn't like... Okay, see, you switch back to freaking... I don't think this mess is random. I'm gonna play this last match and I'm gonna cut stream. I really just want to hear this other announcer because...
Your next challenger is Team Cronin.
As a fact, I'm very interested to see exactly what is he gonna say about Cronin. Is it gonna say more about him being K49 without saying it? I wonder. Because we should have known they were gonna play this game with this character once we got the... By the way, this stage, I love it. I love this stage.
If you were looking for a beating, you've come to the right place. His phantom hand will straighten you out. Cronin.
His phantom hand will straighten you out.
Round one.
His
Ready?
phantom hand will straighten you out. I feel like y'all could have done better than that, but whatever. His phantom hand will straighten you out. I'm never gonna not talk about that line. Ah. He came through with a spinning overhead of his own. That attack is very scary in this game too. Like anybody that throws projectiles or whatnot, be wary of the power dunk. Like this mess is a hella scary in this mess. It's very scary. Ballerina Tatsu, as I call it. It was kind of cool how they gave Kula a maximum impact move in her moveset. I was just wondering of all the characters, why just her? Ah, no, that was supposed to be the elbow. I love that moment of silence. Poor old Andy, still stuck in this. Ain't even like a freaking, it's a love roller coaster. I don't know what you would call that mess. And here's the character that nobody plays.
Ready? Go!
I was watching J.M. Crofts get bodied by a real good on Hell online. And her freaking missions gave me time and a half, and I didn't even get paid for it. No. Okay, that didn't work. Fight Cave, might mixing on Hell's are a nightmare. By the way, I'm saying it right? It's on Hell, right? It's on Hell, right? Okay, because I keep like people getting on my case about what's up with you saying on Hell. It's like, watch the trailer. The announcer literally said it like right there in the trailer.
Your next challenger is Team Art
The funny thing about that whole Inverse KOF 15 review, the funny thing about it was people were saying that the IGN one was so much better. I watched the IGN one before I even saw the Inverse one. The IGN review for KOF 15 was actually really decent. The only thing in that review that almost actually had me laughing like out loud. What's up, Shuichi? How you doing? I'm playing randoms right now because Johnny and I also wanted to test out the... Hold up. Oh, it doesn't matter. I like you, Robert, but I'm still bitter at the fact that SNK let you get in more moves in your trailer. But anyways, yeah, we're trying to see like what the difference in the announcers sounds like, and says some of the same lines, but you know. But yeah, the we played the hero team story, and we played GAW's story. GAW's ending was actually really cool. IGN did a review of KOF 15 and it was actually really good. The only thing that made me laugh was the guy, he basically butchered Isla's name. He pronounced it Isla. Now, at first, that was ridiculous to me, but I get it because her name looks, I guess it's like, get it, Isla, but when I research videos, like for stuff that I make that has to do with fights, or not fights, but facts basically, I double and triple check my sources every time. Then if I can, like I literally like scope through videos to find pronunciations for characters or words or whatnot. Cause the review was fine, it's just, he said Isla. I'm like, cause my friend told me, so I'm like, I didn't believe that, like there's no way they said Isla. And lo and behold, I'm watching this, and he said Isla. No, I dropped it. Should have seen that coming. The IG one wasn't bad. The IG one wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, though. Man, didn't even realize Cronin was K4 not or even look similar. Yeah, that too. He defaulted directly to Tetsuo, which is not wrong, but still. Why am I not seeing these DPs coming? Because it's the doggone CPU. That's I think that's I think it's plus on block. Good character. Sorry, Mayton. What's up, Onyx? What is this color with Benimaru? There's got to be an anime reference that I'm missing. How you like getting woke up on? Nope. Get out of here. Has anyone started shipping Shune and Isla? I kinda did it earlier. Let me go up. But yeah, he defaulted straight to Tetsuo, which I mean, he's not wrong, but there's a little bit of history between going from Cronin to K49. Well, Cronin to Tetsuo, if you will. See, now it's giving me Riggedy Ramon. Looks like we are in the hands of the random select here. Let's see. Really love how every ending in this game is very wholesome. Okay. Even Kula doesn't consider Angel and Cronin an enemy. Oh, so they made up. See a lot of Americans saying that. Oh yeah, they did. Isla. Brick walls. I mean, they were kind of starting to push it on Isla's side anyway. They did. Like, come on. Then again, I think you might be alluding to the rival team story, which I didn't actually get into. Which I probably need to. You just came with an auto on me, dude? I'm making a mental note of all these moves that this freaking command bro is beating. Too short. No! Poor old dude got drop kicked by Riff Raff. No, you good. Now that I've actually played enough of the Stormer, like, I feel comfortable looking at like videos and stuff like that. Especially anybody who's cool enough out there to compile all of the interactions. Angry Joe. Man did the freaking that Japanese arm drag. Didn't talk about Andy's fandom hand 0 out of 2. The game got you playing random teams? No. Well, actually, yeah. The idea of it was Johnny wanted to test out the we switched the announcer style, and so I said I was gonna like listen to a few lines and then cut the stream, at least for here. But I wasn't expecting it to be no. You will get command grab, Joe. Oh wow, it's not landing. Part of me really wonders if we're getting Garou 2. Because I didn't know we actually, until I had did the Rock Howard video, I didn't know that we had been like, you know, given information about it. I didn't even know about, there were like screenshots of allegedly what the game looked like. Like, I literally thought Garu 2 was gonna be like Lost Media or something, but lo and behold, apparently it was really a thing. Like, when they put the characters out there, all that stuff. I didn't mean to do this. So that's where that mess in his trailer came from. It was him talking to Terry, where he was scratching his head and looking like that freaking, what was that mess, that Inquisitive Dino meme? No, stop it. No. Nah, I'm not gonna catch him there. Come on, dude. I'm too far. He ran into. I would feel bad if like that was an actual player. I'd feel bad for them. I was way too far. They're making things up about dinosaurs. I'd feel so bad if like that was an actual player behind the controllers right there. I'd feel sorry for them. Oh my god. That fool was going in anchor position. That fool was going in anchor position. I'm gonna try with all my might to make sure K-Dash and Whip go down. Don't go down, excuse me. I do not want those two going down. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Whip is going in first, and I'm about to play so lame that people are gonna clock out of here. I am not. Nah, nah. About to whoop you like a government mule here, but I'm not having this. I forgot Whip's moves. Dang. And there's that. Bro. Tetsuo. Dude. Chill. No. No Tetsuo. I've forgotten all of Whip's moves. Quick question, dude. Which country you live in? I'm in the U.S. You being too harsh on our sarcastic Canadian robot thing. What the? Oh, this mess. Oh, God. I have to get 3 straight, man. Get out of here. No! Cronin, I hate you, dude. I could have kept going after that. Combo trials. If it ain't the trickster herself. you smell what the Angel is cooking? Speaking of, why couldn't y'all give me Angel instead of the freaking? No. Watch out for big. Matter of fact, no. Ah, cool as last. Watch out for the wake up. People who ship K-Dash and Krogan are cursed. Oh god. Oh god. Popping like soda. What the hell? What is up with them, man? What happened? I would do anything for ice cream, but I won't go back to K-Dash. Oh. Shove off, Cooler. That's enough running away from home. If you don't get back, dang, dang, you didn't even beat her bad enough to where you could bring her back home. She still drifted away. You couldn't even incapacitate her to bring her back home, man. You couldn't even. We saw this.
Select order.
I hate this. They need. Please switch the team after this because I already beat the story mode with freaking Team GAW. Because I literally won by basically trolling Reverse.
Some kind of monster is attacking us. It's like Verse.
Okay, this sounds like the other one. This sounds like the other announcer. And I'm very curious as to how he didn't know who this was, and yet when Otomoraga pops up, he's like giving her just the grandest introduction. He's the queen, like the goddess of truth.
Round one. Ready? Go!
Kali. Let me stop calling her Nakali. No! We have beating people with flying cross bodies and stuff. Whoa. Okay. Ah. I blocked that by the luck of fools. If it's been fun, bros, baby. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Loki. If I'm saying it right, I feel like I'm saying the name wrong. Because Otomoraga has a divine being in his history behind her. Oh, so they read about Otomoraga in the history books, but not Reverse. That makes sense. It's like Verse, but I... No problem, Loki. like, man. Messed up part is I think I made that joke earlier. I think I made that joke. Please give me somebody that I haven't beat the game with. Even though that's gonna be crazy.
Select order.
Ooh, the secret treasures. I gotta make this one right here because I'm pretty sure it's gonna switch it if I lose.
The goddess of truth, Otoma Raga, stands in the way.
Okay, so y'all read about Otoma Raga in the books. Plus, I mean, with a name like Otoma Raga, it demands respect. It commands respect. Single mom and her 2 boys. Alright, time to be lame. Time to be lame. Not like that. This is gonna be a little tricky because I am not that well versed with Chizuru. Keep forgetting I can actually be out of the range of that. Ah. Nah. Meter builder. If I get close to her Onyx, it's gonna be a bolting, so. Queen of zoning, she's also the queen of freaking other stuff too. I like that. Is that all I gotta do? Just keep this block stream going? Is that it? See, that's what I'm talking about right there. No, man. I hit 2 hits. What? I want to just at least knock her down with freaking Kyo. Dang it, I want to knock her down with Kyo. Iori, I'm cool with. Man, they got the drip colors. Ah, no! See? No! Oh! Bitch. Had they given me the same characters if I picked order selection? Please let me keep them. Please let me keep the treasures or somebody I haven't beaten the game with. Please let me keep the treasures or somebody I have not beaten the game with. There's plenty of options. There's plenty of options. Plenty of options. Good. We get to see the straight.
Round 1. Ready? Go!
Yeah, build meter. Don't use any meter. Don't use any meter. Don't use any meter. Bro. Punish. No? I got hit with that earlier.
Player 2 wins.
Probably Shuichi. Probably.
Round 2. Ready, go!
That was a luck of fools. See, this is the thing. And I'm pretty sure she has godlike throw range too. Wait a minute. Nah, it's probably not gonna work. How? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Does a Tomoraga have a climax? Good question. The thing is, she burns so much meter, you barely ever gonna see it. That's death. I love how that song just picks up when you freaking get to this point. No! Whatever. Ah, bollocks. Teleport? What does he have to say to her? My flames will incinerate you, God or not. Feel the fear. Man, that man is like, fuck your goddess, man. Not to sound like a tryhard, Onyx, but I don't rush combo, dude. I don't rush combo. I felt better spamming command grab with freaking what's his face on her, which was really silly. Ramon. Not canon, dude. Okay, what's this? Yes, no longer sense any interference with Orochi Seal. The risk of his revival should have passed for now. Because of course, that's how it is in KOF. The threats go away for our vacation and they come back. Orochipu? Orochipu, really? This man Kyo just does not care. Our goal has been achieved. There's no telling when someone else will show up and break Orochi Seal again. This is no time to squabble over old grudges. Dang, man. Same thing. I couldn't very well stop you if I tried. Don't quite get it, but clearly this battle means something to both of you. You should know it's generational, Chizuru. It's generational. Like it's generational. Come on, you should know this. Ah, really? Really, man? Y'all just freaking got her out of the way just so y'all could brawl. If you send him straight to hell, then you go back and drag him back to beat him up again, Iori. Oh, Shingo! Kyo still doesn't come back. Something's up. I'm gonna check in with Miss Chizuru again. Phone call. Don't you dare, Shingo. Oh, sorry. All we can do is believe in him. Got it? Yeah, you're right. Kyo will be back. Do you know? Wah, Kyo! I've been waiting so long! I wonder how many people are incensed about some of these cameos. Because Shingo made a cameo, Saishu made one, in the GAW one we saw a boatload of people, Sylvie was in it, Zarina was in it, Mion was in it, Sho Hayate was in it, like... everybody's like, hey, y'all can make him that background cameo, but you can't put him on the roster. Now I'm gonna auto-hide singing 03. Oh yeah. You're gonna keep the stream as VOD C Conqueror? Yes! My back is killing me today. Yes. Yeah, she appeared in the GAW ending. Alright. Alright, what we got with the good old Marvel post-credits? Zarina was in the GAW ending? Yes. Yes, she was. That was requested by Johnny since he said it was one of the best endings, and it was. You're gonna watch that one now then. Love this song, but what's the post credits? What didn't happen? What is it? Freaking Kyo and Iori are freaking two petrified statues after they freaking came to blows? Kind of like the mess in Asura's Wrath. Oh, you went to see his girl. Went to see his girl. So they fought to a draw again, didn't they? Ooh. Did he not make it back? If you notice this, Shingo had a redesign. Future DLC maybe? Is he like, cause the one thing, and after this I'm gonna cut stream. Y'all know what I'm gonna talk about. Right above, like, where my one is here. Right up here, above here. This thing up here in the upper right corner. What's up with that? Because I was hoping, like, for the longest of time, not really hoping, but it was, like, something that I had predicted, or personally, that was my prediction. Unlockable final boss, and it turns out Reverse nor Otomo Raga, I think, are unlockable. I don't think so. I think someone earlier confirmed that they're not. So who in the blue blazes is it? Who is it? I'll say this right here. I wonder if SNK is going to be cool like they were with Sam Show, and they're going to give us a freebie, and that's what the one character is. Way off to the right, top row, way off to the right. Because they did give Shizumaru Asame out for free in Sam Show. And honestly, let's say it is Rugal. I don't think anybody would sneeze at some free Rugal DLC. If you knew them since 97 left her waiting. That was just the curious thing to me was, so Iori didn't make it back? Like, dang. Because you see, a lot of these fighting game feuds, well, not really a lot of them, but there have been certain ones. A lot of these feuds have been finally coming to a close. Because the Sub-Zero Scorpion thing is finally over. And I can't think of any others that have basically ended. I mean, I think Akuma is still around. I don't think any... I don't think anything like that ended in Tekken, I don't think. Onyx is in there, he could definitely correct me on that. You think it'll be Reverse? Is there a way to unlock Reverse that we haven't seen, or is it going to be kind of like... Is it going to kind of be like, I guess they're going to say Reverse for later on, I guess when they balance the character. Which would be cool. Reverse and Otomoraga are both very good designs. It's just a little weird if it is one of the two of them that it's a little weird that they wouldn't have them on the roster since they had Verse right there.
New songs that will bring in a new era. We've got some real bangers.
Can't wait for my free Rugal DLC. I mean, I'm pretty sure nobody would sneeze at it. Even though I know down in Mexico, Rugal was kind of a menace. Those pictures people those pictures people put out there of, you know, like on the arcade booths talking about don't pick Rugal or whatever, and a former Mexican, I kept thinking it was a former Mexican president, but it was a mayor, I think. He was a mayor. But you saw the mess about the politicians saying, like, don't pick Rugal, happy video games day, don't pick Rugal if you play KOF. I think Verse was not unlockable when... No, I'm not saying he was unlockable, but, like, he was available to pick. That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised, like, with Reverse or Otomoraga being, like, the bosses, like, why wouldn't they be on the main roster? But, I mean, hey... I'm pretty sure a lot of people would probably object to Otomoraga being the freaking playable zone. Tell me y'all heard that. Tell me y'all hear the freaking Neo Geo jingle right there. This is my first time hearing that. Is this why Inverse was so mad about freaking SNK celebrating its history with this game or something? Is that why they were... I don't want to give away too much, but we could talk about it right here since I'm pretty sure what the poll is looking like. I don't want to say too much about when I roast Inverse for the freaking KOF 15 review, but like, is this what they were upset about? SNK celebrating its history as opposed to making a captivating game? Because nostalgia? So Johnny, Inverse, I guess, is some publication which a lot of people claim is worse than IGN and Kotaku apparently. They did a KOF 15 review, and I've read through it. I've read through the article. Like, I haven't recorded anything for the video yet, but I have read the article. And one thing they critiqued was they said SNK was too busy celebrating its history instead of making a captivating game. So, like, is it the nostalgia, like, with something like this? Is that the reason why? God Rugal and CVS 2. Imagine if they made him, like, you know, selectable, like in competitive or whatever, be freaking God Rugals all over the place. So the thing is that without nostalgia the game won't sell. That is true. That is very true. Oh, I think I know what you mean. They use my... Yeah, that mess... Because I actually... Here's the thing about the Inverse article. When the embargo copies were going out, like, you know, when Rizzy and Neo Geo Now, Rufelmonger, and all these people, Mikhail Casanova, all these people got KOF 15 before early access. You know about that. I had seen this article, like, on my Google feed, but I didn't click into it. Because I don't, like, especially when I'm waking up, I don't like clicking into news when I wake up. Especially if it's some stupid mess. But I had seen that article before, but I glossed it over. Just because. And left and right, I saw people constantly bringing it up. And then Onyx sends it to me, and I'm like, this mess must be on some dumb mess. This review must be trash. So I finally read into it. One person had pointed out, talking about, this man is really obsessed with Mai's physiology. And I'm like, what? And I read this mess, I'm like, dude, what? Like, I get people do like, you know, realism, I guess, in games, or like an element of realism in their games. I get that, but what is the fixation on stuff being real in a medium where we are basically living our fantasies? I don't get that. I don't get it. And the other thought going through my head was, dude, how new are you? Mai has been like that for a generation. The funny thing about the all flash and no substance thing was, if they wanted to put that as their title, that's cool. But what really made it look dumb was when they plastered that same caption under the animated short. They put it under the animated short. All flare and no substance. Last time I checked, and I really can't stand it when people do this, there are times where companies do some really underhanded stuff with us at times, and I get that. But there are times where, at least with gaming, people tell, like, the devs will tell you what you're in for before you get to it. Like, for instance, Guilty Gear Strive. So many people are talking about, this is not Guilty Gear, this is not Guilty Gear, not in the slightest, this is not Guilty Gear. Dice K had a bunch of developer notes out there on the ArcSys website telling people what they were in for with Guilty Gear Strive, because he would tell them this game in more ways than one is going to be very different from the previous ones. So more ways than one, you had to expect gameplay to be a factor. Story, yeah, but also gameplay. I say that because we were told about this animated short way in the beginning on the road to this game's release. And the hype behind it was exactly the thing that they were talking about. It was about flash and flare and everything. It was done by the person, Masami Obadi, that did the Fatal Fury movies. It was used to hype up the game. Was this reviewer expecting them to tell a story with it? Which is crazy because they kind of did tell a story with the animated short in the beginning. We see Otoma Raga and Shune Meitsun-kun, the hero team, facing off with her. That's telling a bit of a story. Like, it was meant to just be hype. Like, you see this in advertisements all the time. Like, was this person expecting a story breakdown with the freaking... Is that what they're expecting? Did they also say something about Rio as a negative? They mentioned like how he looked like a wrestler from the 80s, all roided up and everything, which, I mean... I've talked about this earlier. Rio did look kind of funny in some aspects. It looked like the muscles are like thicker than his neck at this point. I don't know what is happening, so I just keep hearing silence nodding. You'll know sooner or later. Matter of fact, let me look at that poll right quick on my phone. Because... my friend Lonnie is online. By the way, my friend Lonnie is on Twitch there. She calls me the workaholic. Y'all know how much of a workaholic I am. SNK uploaded 3 videos. What they upload now? Oh, the ending theme. Yeah, I need to put this stuff on Spotify, SNK. Put it on my workout playlist. My jogging playlist. So far, everybody's saying yes, they deserve to get roasted. But I didn't think, because at first when I heard about this Inverse article, I thought it was just like... You've seen how certain gaming sites can be when it comes to reviewing stuff. The reviews can be very hollow. But then, like, when Onyx sent it to me, and I read it, I'm like, this mess is very, very just kind of stupid in some ways. So what is, should or could be substance in a fighting game? That is a question that I have. Because I'm wondering, what is the substance that you're looking for? Is it the gameplay? Because I want to say it has something to do with the story, which to me is very ironic, because if you read that article, when they talked about story, they bring up Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat as, I guess, model games when it comes to what, I guess, you know, I guess as examples of like a good story. Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, I'm judging based off of the most recent installments just because, to make it fair. Street Fighter V's story, first of all, wasn't even put with the game in the beginning. They stuck it in there afterward as DLC. I think it was free DLC, but still. And on top of that, that mess was considered one of the dumbest stories of all time. Nakali, cool character, reduced to a jobber. Pops up, gets beat. Pops up, gets beat. Pops up, gets beat. Pops up, gets beat. One of my good friends literally had like a big freaking, like he wrote down like, not a breakdown as in like he had a breakdown, like a mental one. I don't know who that is. Anyways. Oh wait, hold up. I think there might be somebody from the other chat. What was it? Right. Basically, a good friend of mine literally broke down all of the plot holes and the dumb stuff in the Street Fighter V storyline. Mortal Kombat 11. I'm pretty sure some of you in here are very familiar with True Underdog Gaming, because I watched him do this video where he was responding to gaming sins, because he did one for Mortal Kombat X and he did one for MK11. He was able to defend MKX. MK11, Underdog himself said it was difficult for him to freaking defend the story for that game because the mess is just so... It's too wild. It's wild. It's wild and out of whack. They expected Nier Automata's story to play out in the short. I don't like when people, again, back to the point about where people are expecting one thing and like not even so much like expecting, but kind of like, oh, this has no substance. It's just a bunch of characters and this really good art style. That's what it's meant to be. Like, does he expect intro videos and video games to all have stories? It's kind of stupid. The animated short was there to hype up the game. That's all it was. Game journalists don't like video games. I mean, I don't know about that, but I know whoever wrote this mess, even with a 6 out of 10 rating, which isn't that bad, I think they don't like KOF. I don't think they don't like it. That's why it's like with me, that's why I said earlier, I'm like, the next time I get flack for saying that, because the thing is I only critiqued like very small things about like KOF 15. Y'all see I dropped $80 on this game then because I got the early access edition. I'm playing it right now. I've been labbing it like crazy. I like the game then. Just because I freaking put some money down does not mean I'm not going to critique it. I'm not even feeling like KOF 15. I don't even feel like, I feel no regret even purchasing this. Now, I don't want to stump on some other games, but I'm just giving an example. Melty Blood, on the other hand, I'm kind of regretting, because I just feel less and less and less of an incentive to even really play that game now. It's just not connecting with me anymore. It has nothing to even really do with just KOF 15 coming out. Melty Blood Type Lumina was on my console, and yet here I am playing Overwatch. I'm playing Apex. I'm playing Tekken. All these other games except for this fresh new thing. Like, it happens. Sometimes you fall out of love with games. It happens. Street Fighter? Exactly. Someone telling me Street Fighter 5 didn't have story mode at release, which was stupid. And the messed up part about it is people like that will say, oh, but that doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because that shows you how much of a priority story was in the first place. Now, yes, I know fighting game stories do tend to be very gutter bucket tier, but casuals like stuff like that. And you can kind of see why they delayed the time in which they put it out there, because even they probably looked at it and like, you know what, this story is really BS, man. this mess is bad. Should we put it out? It's like, nah, put it out there. Well, we still think the story's bad. Just make it a free one. Make it a free LC. Okay, fine. It's not that thing that people want, a Mortal Kombat style of story mode. I really didn't want that since the beginning, and Oda and the other guy that I forget the name have said that it would not. They did an interview like before the release of the first trailer talking about the game, and they said the story mode was not in that style. People just forgot and hyped something that was confirmed that was not. I actually would have liked, I think it was Gran that said this earlier. I think Gran had a great idea. How do y'all like this idea? I think Johnny was here with it. Gran recommended what SNK should have done, because, like I said, the story mode in this game, air quote story mode, it's fine. It's fine. And I've told y'all this before with my video where I critique the roster. Fine isn't really great when you talk about, you know, we're gonna shatter your expectations. And people talk about, well, it didn't mean the roster. It said the key word here is all. Shatter all expectations on all fronts. The roster was not a shatter all expectations roster. It's a good one. But the reason I bring that up is because the story here was not anything expectation shattering to me, because they have been showing us since the beginning that we had cutscenes and stuff like that, which is good. Gran had the idea of bring back the KOF 13 story / arcade structure where you play specific teams to get like certain story paths, but take the cutscenes you have in 15 and put them there. That way you have an incentive to play the story over again, because now you're trying to figure out whose path is going to unlock more stuff, who's going to unlock more of the story, stuff like that. But then give them the KOF 15 cutscenes, because the cutscenes are great. The intros are great. Even though I laughed at a couple of them, then the intros talking about the point character by the announcer, I like that. I do kind of wish they put that in casual matches, but I get why they didn't. It's to speed matches along, because in ranked, it's not really about, you know, here's this woman with a whip and you get too close to her, she'll whip it good. Like, that's not really a priority when you're playing like online ranked, you know what I'm saying? But I like that idea. Take the 13 arcade / story structure, but put the KOF 15 style cutscenes in there rather than the 2D stuff there. I know a lot of people got a hard on for 2D stuff, but those people also got to realize how costly that is. I'm not into anime games. I remember, Johnny, because remember we did the freaking music quiz and you were just like, man, this is some anime stuff. This is some anime stuff. This is some anime stuff. At the time, companies were more focused on the competitive scene. Yes, they were. Street Fighter V was literally made for the competitive scene. It was. Let me freaking play Slushy Road. KOF 13 has a story mode, like, 13, it was arcade mode kind of parading like a story mode, because basically when you played certain teams, you got certain cutscenes. That's why I said arcade / story mode, because I think SNK prefers to have those two things intertwined, which I guess is fine. Maybe SNK sees having a separate story mode and having an arcade mode is a little redundant, because nowadays the arcade mode is usually used to tell the story in certain cases. Not all of them, but certain cases. They can make them skippable? Absolutely. I mean, if Marvel can do it and all the others, and, you know, Dragon Ball Fighters, and I know people get mad when people skip intros, but, you know, make them skippable. Yeah, KOF 13 story was very much like a visual novel, which is probably the reason why I didn't mind it that much. People who may not be into visual novels might find the way 13 set up its arcade / story kind of tacky, but me being a longtime fan of visual novels, I could live with it. And plus, another thing I like about KOF 13 was that everybody interacted with everybody. You know, yeah, some characters had more to say to others than someone else, but everybody was interacting with everybody. I like that. That shows at least that there's some cohesiveness amongst the characters, storylines, whatever it might be. Because y'all have seen it like with, you know, NRS games and stuff. You know, some characters have generic quotes, some of them have directed taunts, stuff like that. Which, I mean, that's cool. Sometimes you can't make every single character interact with everybody, especially when you're pulling, like, you know, characters from, like, other franchises. Like, because look at Bardock in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Bardock is only really able to interact with anybody that's linked to Goku. Because I think in the Dragon Ball canon, Bardock really didn't even meet... He didn't meet adult Goku, but you get it. To me, 15 story mode structure is better. Straight to the point, more like classic KOF. I can agree with that. I can agree. Which does... it does bring us back to the big question. What is the substance this person was looking for? What was the substance you were looking for? Because, I mean, when you're talking about all flair and flash and no substance... we can narrow substance down to a couple of things. You're either talking about the story or you're talking about the gameplay, which I think both of them are kind of substantial. Sure, I mean, you'll get more scenes with certain characters playing through the arcade mode and all that, but... and like I said, I give SNK credit for the unique team endings, like giving a little something extra, because this isn't the first time. Because all of us here know about what they called special edit teams. We all know about that, but they took it a step further. You unlock music, you get extra scenes. Some of them are funny from what I'm hearing. I think all of them are pretty funny or charming in a ways or heartwarming. That's something. That's something. And I mean, casuals do like unlocking stuff like, you know, gallery stuff, art, all this stuff. And clearly there might be something of note with the gallery, seeing that SNK strictly told us not to stream anything with the gallery in fears of spoiling anything. Yeah, it's pretty much a visual novel cross-fighting game. Absolutely. The only thing I miss in 15 is the random challenger. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of missed that too. Then again, I think I'm thinking about it wrong, because I know in Mortal Kombat you got those when you beat, like, you met certain criteria, which were kind of funny. They could, now I'm gonna say something really dumb, they could make the story mode like that one, but for every character, put the story teams in 13 style and put a small buncher between every team. Not bad. Not a bad idea. But I think overall, I think most of us here like, you know, mixing the 13 with some of the 15, honestly. But yeah, y'all got a little bit of a preview of how I'm gonna start roasting Inverse, because this is gonna be funny. And I don't like doing pieces like that, but it's not really even like a hit piece. Then I mean, it's like, when you are a fool, people are gonna call you out for being a fool. It's like, you gotta, like, this is why people always tell folks in many different aspects, know what you are talking about before you speak on it. Know what you are talking about. Because when you don't, you become a target-rich environment for some people to, like, just counterpunch you. I mean, the game is fun. You can always add new things with DLCs. Yes, you can. I would not be surprised if KOF 15 got, like, you know, let's say, like Strive said, with the next character. Apparently there's gonna be more story. Could be. SNK could sneak some stuff in there with another patch that we have to find ourselves. We got a scavenger hunt. We gotta play certain teams or whatever. But yeah, I'm very curious as to who the one character over there... If it is a free DLC character, that is very cool of SNK. That's really cool of them. but I'm just curious. But on that note right there, thank you all for joining me. Hope you enjoyed yourselves this time then. I appreciate everybody being patient with this whole thing concerning SNK's Wish. Like I said, I understood where they were coming from because we all know the company couldn't catch a break because there was 1 leak, there was 2 leaks, there was 3 leaks, there was 4. I think the team DLC is going to have their own endings and maybe secret team endings, like the one with Terry, Andy, and Geese. Absolutely. And see, that could definitely happen. That could definitely happen. Because now you gotta think about it. What if you, what endings did you get when you mix up these teams? That's something extra. You know, what could happen when you have Terry, Rock, and somebody else? Who knows? Can you spoil something very small? I mean, the spoiler period's over with right now, John. You can speak on it. I think the spoiler period's over. It's the 17th. It's the 17th, and right now, you're probably not going to say anything that somebody probably doesn't know about. Unless it's a leak, which I don't know how many people in here have been dodging the leaks. I unfortunately tried, and I failed. It's nothing. Billy appears in a canon ending. Somebody somewhere else spoiled that. Somebody somewhere else spoiled that. I think it was in a Discord that I was in, because people were raging at this person, telling them, "Why'd you say that? Why'd you say that?" See, I didn't think it was that big, and it was like, but here's the problem with it. Here's the problem. Apparently, Billy's, I don't know, because there have been so many leaks you lose track. Somebody had disclosed that he was going to be in that ending before we got the DLC confirmation for the Garu team and the Southtown team, before the official one came out. I know the leak happened, but before the official one came out. So... But I mean, Billy, I don't think was... I was going to say, I don't think Billy would miss a KOF, but who knows. I am of the belief that if my K-Dash, Yuri Sakazaki, and now like the likes of Kim, if any people like amongst this flock right here can miss a KOF, so can they. I don't think anybody's safe. Unless your name is Kyo or Iori, I don't think anybody is safe from the chopping block. And even once upon a time, Kyo and Iori were going to get put on the chopping block. Because I think it was with KOF 99, SNK wanted to focus more on K-Dash as the protagonist, so let's take the 2 popular ones here in Kyo and freaking, Iori out. I know Terry was booked to die, but they walked that back. Cause I saw some debate somewhere. People were talking about some like, Kyo's the actual face of SNK because remember SNK was gonna kill off Terry or whatnot? What company kills off their character? And it's like, Kyo was also on the chopping block too. It wasn't about just throwing away your biggest characters. It was about making way for K-Dash to shine. Even though I think K-Dash did fine. Bars, by the way. I think K-Dash still maintained a solid level of popularity. People still like him. I mean, you can't say, and I hate to pick on the guy, but he's not Shumei. K-Dash isn't even freaking Ash Crimson. We all know how controversial Ash Crimson was when he first came out. We all remember that. But I, for one, am glad with like the main story that 1, it turned out Dolores wasn't a villain, which I'm happy about. 2, I'm guessing Isla is not going to be a one-game character, which that makes me happy because I thought that I thought that they were going in that direction, but thank goodness they kept her. I'll never understand why Ash is so popular. Honestly, with Ash, the only way I can explain it is the fact that I don't think there is any other protagonist that will ever be as controversial as Ash Crimson when it comes to KOF. Is it because of his beautiful lips? But like, he was controversial in the beginning because, I mean, honestly, all of us here are big KOF nerds. All of us are KOF nerds here. Try to take yourself and put yourself in the shoes of somebody who is kind of like a lot of people right now looking into the game now after like playing a whole bunch of other fighting games, and they're like, you know what? I want to try something different. What's this KOF 15 doing? And then people sit down and they start telling you the story about Ash Crimson and about his reception outside of the game. Somebody would probably think, how is this guy, he's the hero? This guy is the hero and all the mess that he's done? He's the hero? Are you sure? I love how we're talking about Ash and Slushy Road is playing. Man, this OST got bangers, man. This OST got bangers, man. But yeah, I think like Ash, I can't think of many other fighting game protagonists that even have just as much of like an antagonistic edge as Ash Crimson does, because like this dude was, even though of course we learned in the end there was a method to the madness, which is cool. I think SNK wrapped up the Ash saga pretty well, because I'm pretty sure in the beginning when the people who are into the story were seeing the antagonistic stuff that he was doing, they were like, how are we gonna make this guy good? Like far as like a protagonist, how is he gonna be good? Because this guy, every time we see him, he pops up, he's doing something underhanded. Someone who have known someone who died for having a feminine look. I freaking hate when people hate Ash because he looks like a girl. I've never actually hated Ash Crimson for his design alone. The only time I hated Ash Crimson was when Ash debuted. It was a bunch of Ash Crimson players that would beat me up all the time. Within the Ash saga, I'm pretty sure I lost more matches to Ash Crimson than any other character ever. And the guy was not even homosexual, cross-dresser, he was an emo. He was just, I mean, come on, like, I don't know, I think even in that time, I'm not sure, I can't say, but like at the same time, Ash was far from the first person to have like an appearance as such. And I mean, you gotta think about it, at the end of the day, he still stood out. Ash Crimson stood out as a character, like as a protagonist on top of that. Because he first had Kyo. Then we had K-Dash, who, you know, K-Dash was, I mean, appropriately so, just a copy, somewhat, of Kyo with not even like a little twist, he had a lot of twist to him, actually. I mean, he was still kind of a Shoto clone with a twist and everything. Then you get to Ash Crimson, he looks different, he acts different, he's a charge character. I mean, the fire is there, I mean... Almost every KOF protagonist has some semblance of pyromancy in their kit then, even with somebody like Shun'ei where it's like half. That's like, I think, the one requirement when it comes to a mainframe KOF protagonist. Fire, 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 fire. But he was a charge character. And charge characters for newer players are usually very intimidating because it's like, how do you literally do attacks when I'm holding a button down and then I click it the other way and push a button? Like, how is that possible? I thought it was interesting. I don't get why people thought Ash was a woman, because... I mean, his name, at least the Ash part, is, I guess, a little bit gender neutral, because, yes, there are dudes named Ash, but there are also women named Ash, short for Ashley. For like a guy, it might be short for Ashton. So, but I think even with that voice is like, because the thing is, Ash didn't even have like, I don't even ever thought Ash's voice was even feminine. It was just nasally. Like I never thought his voice was like, you know, he sounds like a girl. Like he just sounds nasally. Now you guys, I know people in my country and sometimes people say something dumb about he looks like a girl. I got mad. No, I understand. It depends. If you use an arcade stick, it'll be hard. With a hitbox or a keyboard, charge characters are pretty cool. I play with the fight pad. And like I said, the only thing that made me conquer my reluctance to play charge characters was a character named Parasol in Skullgirls. Then I went back in the past and in the future playing all these charge characters, and I like a couple of them, so. Yeah, it was Bishonen voice actor. Like I said, it was it wasn't like a deep voice or whatever. He didn't even like sound like Gully or whatever. I don't know why I did my little Arnold impression, but whatever. He was just nasally. So I don't know. But at the same time, like all of the hype surrounding Ash Crimson, all of the heat, no pun intended, that he got for like how he looked, how he might have played, the stuff he did in the storylines. Like somebody who is into professional wrestling like I am, where the more of a reaction that you draw, the better that you're doing your job, depending on whether you're the hero or the villain, it matters. Because you go from Ash Crimson to Shune, and Shune really didn't make people feel a lot of anything, honestly. Like, Shune's comeuppance, or like being put at the helm of KOF, as far as being the protagonist, was kind of mostly met with apathy. Like, Ash Crimson, albeit a lot of people didn't really like him, he made you feel something. He made you feel something. You know what I'm saying? He does also like playing with his hair a little. A bit of a quirk for him. Well, he is kind of a fashionistic snob, so I mean, but yeah, I can get it then. I just always knew him, like, especially with KOF 13, you just have him looking around, just kind of like almost nearly disregarding you. He's just looking around like, oh, I'm gonna fight? No, I'm looking for my friend. Oh, I gotta fight you? Okay, fine, but I'm gonna still look for my friend though. And you gotta admire how nonchalant Ash is about stuff for somebody who's like a troll almost. I would actually love to see Ash Crimson, like a fantasy match between Ash Crimson and freaking Hazama Terami from Blaze Blue. Because both of them are very similar. He sounds like an anime. Sounds like an anime prodigious boy who is full of himself. If you watch some high school anime, you probably know one. The thing is, I'm not big into high school anime, but I know exactly what you're talking about. But I think Ash was just popular because he was different. I know that sounds kind of baseline, but he stands out. You know, Kyo was cool as a protagonist. K-Dash, probably even cooler if you like dark heroes like I do. Like darker heroes, like, you know, the moody, reluctant hero, if you like those types. K-Dash was like really cool to you then. Ash Crimson, like I said, controversial. And somehow they made that mess work, because he wasn't just screwing over the good guys, he was screwing over his freaking descendant as well. KOF 15 was not Shune's coming out party like I'd hoped, but I do like that they gave him a little bit more of a personality at least. Which, as I said before, Isla kind of brought that out of him. That's the sign of a really good rival. A really good rival can help develop a good protagonist. And it was also cool learning about his backstory a little bit, so that's cool too. like that one picture of some of the characters who were mad at him. I used that picture in one of my videos. I think it was the Ash Crimson video. And I think that kind of makes him cool, honestly. It's like, you know, you got somebody over here causing a bunch of discord, screwing people over, like just messing with people, like literally teetering on trying to like blow up the world or mess everybody up and everything. And then when someone scolds him, he's like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. So what? Trash talk me. I don't That's when, like, when I really dug into Ash Crimson's story, that is really when I actually was like, okay, you know what? He's actually kind of cool. Like, I like that whole just no big deal attitude that he has. Yeah, 14 didn't even feel like Shune's name. Well, if you recall in the Shune video that I did, when they had that convention over there, which, remind you, that interview happened a couple of days before KOF 15's not 15, but 14's release. That interview that Ryan Hart had with SNK. When Ryan Hart told them, or asked them, you know, hey, this guy's your main protagonist, what's up with him? You got Oda and them talking about, oh, he's not the main protagonist yet, but he's just going to be heavily involved in the storyline. That is not something you say about, you know, your franchise player. That's not something that you say about the person that you plan to put on the box art, the covers, the posters of your game, which they really didn't do up until they did that re-release of it, that complete edition. Then they put Shune on the cover. Like characters with firepower, that's my thing. Pyromancy is something else, and I mean, hey, say what you want. People, I've seen some people who look at KOF and they think the amount of pyromancers it's too much and it's too redundant because, oh, it's Kyo and now it's Iori and now it's K-Dash and now it's freaking this Ash dude, and now, oh, they try to do something different because Shune has half pyromancy. I mean, say what you want, but at least all those characters stick out in one way or another. Felt like it was Kyo's game again. I mean, I had the KOF, like, you remember like the KOF 14 box art? Because I think it was two different ones. You had one that had Kyo on the cover, and you had Iori on the freaking cover. The intro video for KOF 14 literally has those two clashing yet again. And Shune is just kind of in the back where it's like, he's our guy, but, you know, we're not going to put him on the cover yet. I'm just saying, I feel like SNK did not have confidence in Shune to, like, freaking just skyrocket and just fire a rocket and just push him. I felt like they didn't have confidence. I felt like they did not have confidence in him. Man. Shune needed a better name, more impactful, something like Shune McDougal. Shune McDougal sounds like somebody who literally, like, it sounds like the freaking Elise Bosnovich story from Tekken, where the guy made a robot daughter. Like, if his name was Shune McDougal, I would think that this man has to secretly be an android made by somebody who, like, a parent, or excuse me, like an adult that was lonely, and I guess for one reason or another couldn't, like, have children, so they built a robot and called it Shune McDougal. That's why when I see KOF 15 story, it really felt like it was a little more Shune focused. Yeah. Which, thankfully, they did finally give him a chance then. But hey, obviously, if you recall the Team Hero ending, which I'm guessing is like the full-on canon one, far as like, you know, hey, this all happened, and then on top of that, remember what I said earlier, after seeing that ending, and now that I know, Shune has officially won more KOF titles, championships, than Ash Crimson. Ash Crimson is now the only person, the only protagonist that has not won a KOF tournament. Like, Shune, you could say he got carried by Benimaru, which, I mean, looking at the story, he didn't. It was just a date with destiny. Yeah, they're not confident in Shune at the same time until they was. It was weird. Like, at 14, Kyo looks like the main character, and Shun looks like just another character. Like, I was... If only I had been making content around that time, like... I think I was, but I didn't have the hardware and the accessibility that I have now. This was back in the day when I was, like, all, like, my older stuff was edited on laptops. But, I say that because if only I had been making content around that time, I would be in total disbelief finding out that Shune was the main protagonist of this arc. All these characters on the roster, which, I mean, it makes sense. Every couple of arcs, SNK, which I like them because they do this across, I don't know about across multiple games, well, in Essence, yeah, but to a degree more so in certain games than others. And I'm talking about switching their protagonists. Because KOF, obviously with the mainline series, we have 4 different protagonists, 4 different arcs. Samsho, I remember, let me see if I can get it right. Haomaru was, of course, the protagonist in the first 2 games. Then in Samsho 3, they turned it over to Shizumaru Hisame. Samsho 4 was when the Kazama brothers came in, Kazuki and Sogetsu. Then in Samsho 5, Yoshitora took the helm. And then in Samsho 6, which was like a dream match game, but if you look at it, they confirm Iroha and Andrew as the main protagonists, which should tell you all you need to know about Samsho 6. I'm not saying it's good or bad, it's just, as far as the story, come on now. Like, they switched up. Like, I like that SNK switches up the protagonist and takes chances. Because honestly, I mean, even like with a game like Fatal Fury, of course it was mostly Terry, but then when Garu came out, Terry was still there, but it was the Rock show. It was the Rock show. It was the Rock Howard show. Art of Fighting, I don't think did that, but what Art of Fighting did do, I think it was AOF 3, where the story became more fixated on Robert instead of Rio. Rio was still there, but it became more about Robert and his friend. In AOF 2, that's where that's where the first ever, at least canonical in the timeline, the King of Fighters tournament actually happened in the AOF 2. Sounds like a D&D NPC. Shoe 999. Shoe 999. To be fair, winning wasn't really Ash's goal in the long run. I mean, it wasn't, but I'm just saying it for a statistical reason. He still hasn't won any titles there. He still hasn't. Because almost every, like at this point now, every other protagonist has won a title except him. But hey, that doesn't make him bad. Like I said in the Ash Crimson video I did, the 10 facts, the man's a loose cannon in more ways than one. He's a loose cannon. He is a loose cannon. And quite frankly, to your point though, Kaiden, I'm pretty sure Ash wouldn't give a crap anyways. Like, Ash is just freaking tranquilo, man. Just, okay, fine, whatever. I'm not bothered. You what because the water was there. Yeah, Kyo all this time was getting carried by Benimaru. I mean, Benimaru is just like, we all know he's the most decorated champion, so it's almost like every time he's went with somebody, he's carried them. He carried Kyo to titles, he carried K-Dash to titles. Good God. Benny Maru, the solid carry. Okay, good. AOF 3 was Robert's game. Gotcha. Thank you for the confirmation. He's a real protagonist. And like, Benny Maru is like so decorated because think about it. Benny Maru literally left Kyo and like proved, like in a ways, honestly, at least as far as the storyline and like his status, Benny Maru proved that he could be a franchise player. Because he didn't win all those titles just being with Team Japan. He won a bunch of them with him. And I'm wondering, did they ever confirm who won the 13 tournament? Because initially, I thought it was Team Elizabeth that won it, but then I look up some mess later and they say that it's unknown because you have the Team Japan ending that suggests that they won the KOF 13 tournament, but it's also confirmed in storyline that Team Elizabeth were the ones that confronted Dark Ash and defeated him. So who won the title there? Because if Team Japan won it, then Benny Maru actually won 9 championships. Which, honestly, at this point, I don't think anybody's breaking his record. It's funny when you, like... It is really funny. Because I've seen somebody propose that question to some randos. Where it's like, who do you think has won the most canon KOF tournaments? And you know, people guessed the Terry, they guessed the Kyo, and it's like, it's neither one of them. Like, it's neither one. I don't think Terry's won a KOF since back in the Fatal Fury games. Wow. True, never Ash won a KOF tournament. He also was never in a team with Benny Maru. That's why he did win. Oh, man. Speaking of Ash being back, I'm gonna ask y'all one more thing and then I'm gonna cut the stream, but what's one more thing? Saki interrupted and stuff, but yeah, that's interesting. Didn't Benny Maru join Elizabeth's team before? Yes, he was. Haven't been that many women that have won KOF titles, and I know Vanessa won one because Vanessa by proxy, I think Vanessa by proxy is actually the first woman to win a KOF championship. Then Leona came after that, I think, and then Elizabeth. I know the Ikaris won in 2003, I want to say. Yeah. The Ikaris won in 2003, I want to say. And then Elizabeth was the last one. KOF 11, yeah. That man carried everybody. I'd never thought about it until, like, all of y'all mentioned it. Benny Maru carried so many people to championships. It's funny. Like, the only people that can claim they weren't carried by him were, like, freaking, the Ikaris. And maybe somebody else. Kashune got carried to a title. But Shuichi's back has killed him, so I'm gonna leave y'all one more question. Now that Ash is back, and now that SNK put that statement out there, the one where they basically are hinting at the fact that they hear the outcry of the Kim fans, I'm pretty sure we'll see Kim maybe in like a future pass of DLC past the ones that we know about. But since Ash is back, what about Shinwoo and Duo Lon? You think we're gonna see them come back? Alright, then go rest up. Hope you feel better, Shuichi. Rest up. Sea Destroyer. So many. I don't like the gameplay, honestly. I like Shin and Duo a lot. I think they're cool. Funny you mentioned that. What did I do? Ah, they're there, aren't they? They're there, aren't they? Ah, yeah. So SNK just went all out with these teases for like DLC past what we know now, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it, especially since a lot of people think that this game is gonna sell fairly well. I will say this. The way in which they went out of their way with all these teases, with these cameos and stuff, it does make you wonder. Because that, I think, is the reason why Johnny brought the whole thing about Billy being in the Team Fatal Fury ending, because now it makes you wonder how many other cameos are going to make their way to the roster. How many? But thank you all for stopping by then. This is fun. And I will be back at y'all with another one. But now, at this point in time, with recent developments, apparently I got content to make. Like, actual hardcore editing based content now, because somebody wanted to be silly. They regained their memories after beating Otomoraga. Makes sense. 2023 will be pure nostalgia. Probably. The nostalgics are starting to come back in full effect, man. Full effect. But yeah, I'm gonna cut stream here. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you, Johnny, for the recommendations there for what extra teams to tackle there. I really enjoyed that GAW ending. I'm gonna delve into some other endings probably off screen. I'll do another story stream maybe some other time. But yeah, you all take care of yourselves. As always, be safe out there, be cool to one another, and Jumanji. There's something cool about just leaving to the sound of freaking Slushy Road. This mess is a banger, but I'm going for real this time. Bye.